China's Premier Li Keqiang is in London, the first leg of a trip to Britain and Greece, I should say. This is Premier Li's first visit to the UK since taking office. The focus, improving economic relations. In an unusual diplomatic move, he'll meet with Queen Elizabeth on Tuesday. She normally only meets heads of state, and this meeting is seen as a way to boost diplomatic relations. The three-day visit, Li's first since he became premier 15 months ago, is expected to focus on trade and investment cooperation in areas including nuclear power, high-speed railways, and finance. CCTV's Richard Bestick has more.
The Premier will be accompanied by something in the region of 200 Chinese business leaders. There will be the signing of something in the region of 40 agreements in the two-day stopover for the Premier, worth something in the region of $25 billion to the British economy. And one of the highlights for the Premier's visit will be dinner with the Queen of Britain, Queen Elizabeth. Apparently he's quite keen on this. It is interesting because it sets a very high tone, a very friendly tone for the visit, in so much as it's very unusual for a head of government, rather than a head of state, to have dinner with the Queen. The big deal of the week is quite clearly negotiations still ongoing over the deepening of China's involvement in British infrastructure, in particular this deal on providing the funding and the technology for Britain's nuclear power industry. Now that is not just big, it's also complex because it involves the French, who they'll be working with through their power company EDF, the British and of course the Chinese. So it's big and it's complicated, and we can anticipate a number of announcements from Li Keqiang this week, and of course from the companies involved as to how they're going to progress on that. So that's something that is highly anticipated. There will be other infrastructure deals, the high-speed rail project, there's a Chinese involvement in that. There is something in the region of $70 billion worth of trade that benefits the British economy in its trade with China at the moment. Li Keqiang has said that he anticipates there will be a much greater development of that over the coming months. So we'll be watching carefully there to see what announcements he makes in that direction as well.